Let's go ahead and get started there, everybody. Sorry for a little bit of a late arrival. I'm trying to take care of a few things before I got started here. Okay, um, so I'm gonna split today up with a couple projects that I'd like to try to do. One, I need to get that them intro video worked out, which means I'm gonna need to try to put together some form of intro. Now, it's probably going to be a lot of cringiness or, like trying to figure out like what I want to say. Um, but I figure I'll start that off for like the first hour. So it is currently 4:20 on 7/23/2024. Um, so I figure, give myself about an hour, like probably about till about 5:30. Then, um, what I'd like to do after that, um, is try to do about an hour's worth of coding. Um, Meaning that, um, like I don't really have any kind of coding projects right at this moment in time. And um, my study of Unreal Engine is on hold for the time being. So I figure the next best thing that I could do is, I had kicked around the idea of um, building a Terraria mod, um, but that uses C sharp, and I've never built a mod before, so this is going to be a new experience. So I'm going to be one, using C sharp that I've never used before, and two, um, trying to build a mod for the first time. Am I going to be successful? Hard to say. But if necessary, um, if I have to basically put it on hold, like maybe I get a job somewhere, to the point where I'm gonna have to put it on hold, then I wouldn't necessarily be uh, upset if someone wanted to try to take what I made and, well, one, make it better, and or two, finish the mod off if I wasn't able to complete it. Um, am I going to be able to make very efficient, clean code? Um, well, I mean, uh, I don't really have a lot of experience with C sharp, so that's going to be in the eye of the beholder on that one. I'm not sure. We'll have to see when the time comes. I'll do my best, but I can't necessarily be, you know, I don't consider myself an expert to guarantee it right at this moment. Um, so yeah, there's a bit for me to kind of look into and research and deal with, along those lines. Um, so we'll see what happens. If anybody wants to join me on that journey, then um, I welcome any company that anybody wants to give along those lines. And then after that, we're going to be getting into Final Fantasy VII. Now, um, I'll address this again. My Final Fantasy, I'll address this again later when we get to it. But Final Fantasy VII was lost. My save file. I set it up for cloud, and it was like going, nope, you're not here anymore. Um, so I'm not exactly happy with SquareSoft. with it because I got really close. I was 80 hours into the game. I was really close to the end, and their cloud services dropped the ball. So, um, so yeah, I'm kind of unhappy with SquareSoft at this point. So I'm gonna have to restart from the very beginning again. Um, so yeah, not exactly looking forward to that per se. Having to restart everything all over again, having to put another 80 hours, or basically, you know, um, when you look at it, it's going to be about if I put in about 4 hours per week on it, that's going to be about 20 weeks of streams, um, at the minimum. So yeah, I'd I'd hoped that I would have completed it by now and moved on to the next game in my list of Steam games to play through, but yeah, um, that's not gonna happen right at this point. So, um, okay, so but for the time being, let's go ahead and get started on trying to put together some form of introduction um, to my channel. Now, um, so first things first, I need to make sure that it's under 2 minutes. That's one of the um, guidelines, or that's one of the requirements of the um, for the application video or for the submission video to give. So I need to make sure that it's, concise. It says everything that I want to say about myself. Um, and I need to do it in such a way where I'm promoting myself as much as I can. Um, which I don't know. I've been beat down so much that it, you know, um, it's hard to try to it's um, it can be kind of difficult to be your own cheerleader when you're the only one cheering sometimes. So, not to say that others aren't others aren't supporting me. I mean, every subscription to the channel is a cheerleader for me, and I appreciate that. Um, so I need to take that and use that um, for my own mental fortitude on that. Um, so now it's just a matter of trying to figure out what I want to say and how I want to say it. So, um, the other side of things is that I'd like to try to do it in such a way where, while yes, I can't use it as like an audition tape kind of thing for applying for the team that I'm applying for, right? Um, I want to use it for that. But I also want to allow for it to be just a regular introduction to my channel. You know, at the very least, if they don't like say yes to my um, application, which I mean, I'm not going to be the only one, so it's going to be. I would find it I feel like I would find that it's going to be really difficult to stand out. Um, so I'm going to have a little bit of difficulty trying to um, grab their attention. Um, or at least it might be it might be really hard to. Um, so, um, so if I fail in the application video, then I can always use it as just a channel introduction. You know, basically telling people that are visiting my channel for the very first time that you know I'm doing this to kind of give a rough idea as to who I am. So, uh, so, um, so how do I want to kind of start it off? So, um, I'm almost half inclined on trying to do dictating notes. Problem is that my mouth might start rambling. No, let's just go ahead and write it down. So, um, I'll just kind of do some just standard typing on this one. Um, I mean, I could try to like direct it to um like the main I've I know of some of the higher ups of the organization, well, not personally, but I know of their names, right? Um, but I feel like if I were to um, like address them directly, one, it wouldn't really be a great introduction to my channel. If I was to say like, hey, so and so, you know, um, this is my channel. That doesn't work for channel introduction, right? Um, um, so, um, how do I start off? I mean, obviously, I need to try to say it in such a way where I don't alienate them like the very first second, right? I mean, I could start off with, you know, uh, how I would normally call um, my community, like, hey, they're strangers. Um, but at the same time, strangers typically has a negative connotation. So, um, might not know each other, but I hope that you stick around. Find from this video and see who I am. Why you might be to stay. That has a lot of ands. So um, stick around. Find out from this short video. My name is Jim. This is an introduction to my channel, Range Jam. See who I am and why you might be willing to stay. Hmm. I mean, that's not too bad, I think. And as strangers, we may not know each other, but stick around and find out from this short video. My name is Jim, and this is an introduction to my channel, Strange Bro Jim. Come see who I am and why you might be willing to stay. Hmm. Why you might be willing to stay might be a little um, off. Um, Also, that doesn't necessarily work with the um, for like an introduction to like a team. So I mean the team is gonna be like, why would I be wanting to join your channel? Why would I be willing to stay at your channel? Um, mm, let's see. Let me show you around. That might be better. Um, a little bit about myself. A software developer. Who has been struggling out in the business world to a stable living. So in the meantime, I stream games and occasional coding sessions. Wow. And software dev must be super smart. I don't know if that works. Hold on. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if that works. Hold on. Don't get the wrong impression. I don't consider myself super smart. I just know one field pretty well. No, I don't know if I'd say pretty well. I just studied computer science college. So, pretty strong in math, science, but there are many things that I'm nowhere near. So, After I send is out for jobs, I go to streaming, box, play a variety of games, co-op, with members of my community and other streamers. And have a good relaxing time, not stressing life. Let's see. PGs. G. Let's see. Hold on. Let me kind of get a look at my playlist of videos again. Let's see. Um, let's see. Um, Survival. Any type of game. Well, maybe not any type of game, because I don't really like horror games. Not my not my wheelhouse. Um, games played for my streaming. try to arrange for charities but it can be hard to see $0 raised. And I've made my own streaming team after being a part of two failed teams in the past. Check out Team Robot. If you want to know more about it, I even have videos of the creation of it. Hmm. More games to play. Code to write. More projects to plan. I hope give me a chance. Some of this, I don't know if it really works. And be this might be a little too much for 2 minutes. I don't know. Um, then again, um, it might be too short for 2 minutes too. So I don't know. Um, let's see. Hey there, strangers who may not know each other, but stick around and find out from this short video. My name's Jim. This is just an introduction to my channel, Strange Bro Jim. Let me show you around. A little bit about myself. I'm a software developer who's been struggling out in the business world to make a stable living. So in the meantime, I stream games and the occasional coding sessions. Don't get the wrong impression. I don't consider myself super smart. I just studied computer science in college, so pretty strong in math, science, and logic. But there are many things that I'm nowhere near an expert about. So after I send out resumes, out for jobs, I go to streaming to relax, play a variety of games, cool up with members of my community and other streamers, and have a good relaxing time. Not stressing about real life. RPGs, strategy, survival, lots of games played over my years streaming. Tried to arrange for charities, but it can be hard to see $0 raised. I've made my own streaming team after being a part of two failed teams in the past. Check out Team Robot if you want to know more about it. I even gave videos of I even have videos of the creation of it. More games to play, more code to write, more projects to plan. I hope you give me a chance. Okay, so I just read that, out loud, and, you know, that was under 2 minutes. That was probably actually about like maybe a minute and a half. But again, I don't know if I really want to use that as use that because um, like there's some negative parts in this, and um, you know, I don't necessarily want them necessarily to like feel bad about me per se, right? Like don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind the support, but I don't necessarily want them, you know, I don't necessarily want them to, you know, do it out of pity or something like that. So, you know, um, I want them to kind of see that I have ideas that I want to try to, um, I want them to kind of see the fact that, you know, like I'm not giving up. I want to kind of continue creating. I want to continue trying to build something, build something good. So, um, more projects. Events to plan. Okay, let's try to break this down a little bit more. So, um, hey there, strangers. We might not know each other, but stick around and find out from this short video. Find out more about me from this short video. My name is Jim, and and I post my channel, Strange Bro Gym. So we're going to find out more about me from this short video. This gym. That's my channel, Stranger Gym. And a bit about myself. Who am I? Software developer who's been struggling on the business road, make a stable living. So in the meantime, I stream games and occasional coding sessions. I do kind of want to try to do like a shout out to, well, I would like to try to, um, um, it'd be nice if I could maybe try to do like a shout out to Blackheart, because I know that he'd want to try to get into this organization as well. But I don't know if I can really try to arrange that and have it fit into introduction of the channel as well. Hmm, let's see. I don't need to repeat the fact that it's a short video. Let me get rid of that. Strangers, we might not know each other, but stick around and find out more about me. Stop. I don't need to already state that it's a short video. People will see that it's a short video. So, I'm just restating the obvious there. So, let's get rid of that. Jim, and I host my channel as Stranger Jim. Who am I? Software developer who's been struggling on in the business world to make a stable living. So in the meantime, I stream games and occasional coding sessions. Don't get the wrong impression. I don't consider myself super smart. I just studied computer science in college, so pretty strong in math, science, and logic. But there are many things that I'm nowhere near an expert with. So after I send resumes out for jobs, I go to streaming to relax. Play a variety of games, co-op with members of my community and other streamers, and have good relaxing time, not stressing about real life. RPG, strategy, survival, lots of games played over my years streaming. Tried to arrange for charities. Let's see. Let's see. Um, Charity streams. And I want to honor um, to for friends and family to struggle past. Those zeros raised can't hit hard. created my own streaming team. Been a part of 2 failed teams in the past. Check out Team Robot if you want to know more about it. I even have videos of the creation of it. I have a library, more games to play, more code to write, and more projects and events to plan. Let's see. Let's see. My own stream team after being part of 2 failed teams in the past. Team Robot if you want to know more about it. I even have videos of the creation of it. A library, more games to play, more code to write, more projects and events to plan. I hope you give me a chance. I don't know if that really works for the ending here. So I need to have something a little bit better for the ending. So it has to kind of stick with the first line, or it has to kind of tie back to like the very first line. So um, so might be now. and learn to be family. I don't know. Feels a little off here. That little ending line there. So while we might be strangers now, yeah, I'm still having kind of struggles with that last line there. While we might be strangers now. I want to try to tie it in with the word family, but I'm not having a hard time trying to tie it in very well. Strangers now. Let's earn from each other family. So while we might be strangers now, let's learn from each other to become a stronger family. No, we're not. I can't say a stronger family because you'd have to establish a family first to make it stronger. To become a family, strengthen ties. Hmm. Hey strangers, we might not know each other, but stick around and find out more about me. My name is Jim, and I host my channel, Strange for Jim. Who am I? Software developer who's been struggling out in the business world to make a stable living. So in the meantime, I stream games and occasional coding sessions. Don't get the wrong impression. I don't consider myself super smart. Just studied computer science in college, so pretty strong in math, science, and logic. But there are many things that I'm nowhere near an expert with. So after I send resumes out for jobs, I go to streaming to relax, play a variety of games, co-op with members of the community, and other streamers. And have good relaxing time, not stressing about real life. RPGs, strategy, survival, lots of games played over my years streaming. Charity streams when I want to support friends and family who struggle or past, even though $0 raised can hit hard. And I've created my own streaming team after being a part of two failed teams in the past. Check out Team Robot if you want to know more about it. I haven't had videos on the creation of it, but I have a library of more games to play, more code to write, and more projects and events to plan. So while we might be strangers now, let's learn from each other to become a family and strengthen our ties. I mean, I don't know. It's not too bad in my mind, but I think that might work. Of course, I'd have to put in a lot of videos and stuff like that, to try um, to kind of show what I've done. Um, hmm, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop this session. It's already like 5:30 right now, um, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this recording. Obviously, I didn't really show much, but maybe I'll put it under just life. I don't know about my thought lines about it and stuff like that.